Each airport in the National Airspace System has unique and distinct characteristics. This can sometimes lead pilots to use the wrong surface in taxi, takeoff, or landing operations. Let's take a look at some of these tricky areas from the flight deck. El Paso International Airport is a medium-sized, multi-use airport located north and east of the city of El Paso, Texas. Pilots inbound for El Paso should note that the airport is located a mere 3.5 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border and should plan accordingly. Another unique aspect of El Paso is that Biggs Army Airfield is less than 2 miles north. Biggs' runway configuration matches El Paso's runway 4 and 22, and the airports are confused for one another on a daily basis. This issue warrants additional awareness from both pilots and controllers. The traffic mix at El Paso International consists of almost every segment of aviation. Scheduled air carriers, both domestic and international, business and general aviation, as well as transient military aircraft utilize the airport. Although there are no flight schools located on the airport, surrounding airport training flights frequently visit El Paso for practice at a towered airport. This mix of pilot experience and aircraft capability makes El Paso a challenging airport for both pilots and controllers. The airport configuration consists of a set of parallel runways with staggered thresholds, runways 8 and 26 left and right, and the larger non-intersecting runway 4 and 22. A complex taxiway system provides access to all terminals, ramps, and services located primarily on the south side of the airport. As with any airport with parallel runways and full-length parallel taxiways, the possibility of wrong surface landings exists. While not particularly a problem at El Paso on runways 8 and 26 left and right, the location of Biggs Army Airfield, specifically their runway 4 and 22 mentioned earlier, does make wrong surface landings a risk for pilots operating to both of these airports. In this situation, loading an instrument approach procedure to the runway and airport you intend to land on can help avoid a costly mistake. The first-time visitor should pay close attention to runway assignment. Another arrival issue at El Paso concerns aircraft approaching from the east and southeast on the right downwind for runway 8 right. Several aircraft have turned base, visually acquired runway 4, and then attempted to land on runway 4. Again, loading an instrument approach to your assigned runway, in this case 8 right, and cross-checking that what you see out the window aligns with what is displayed on the approach, will help mitigate this risk. In addition, always verify that the runway identification markings you see correspond to the runway on which you have been cleared to land. Hotspot 1 is simply a large and complex area of concrete where several taxiways and an extended runway centerline come together. Pilots have become confused, especially when taxiing from the GA ramp area for takeoff on runway 4 or runway 8 right. Another issue that occurs at this location concerns the large non-movement area surrounding the terminal. Aircraft push back from the gates on their own and have conflicted with aircraft rolling out on the runoff area for runway 26 left. Add to this a taxiing GA aircraft headed for runway 4 from the east ramps, and the potential for serious congestion and confusion at this location becomes much more apparent. Complete understanding of taxi clearance, including route, turns, and hold short instructions prior to taxi, along with extra vigilance outside the aircraft for taxiway markings, above-ground signage, and lights, and of course other aircraft while moving, will go a long way in avoiding potential confusion and congestion. Of course, if you are ever in doubt or don't understand your clearance or instruction, The easiest solution is to ask the tower. They are there to help. Not listed as hotspots, but areas that are still a concern, specifically involve departures. Pilots need to be aware that the approach ends of runways 4 and 22 are not visible from the tower. There is also an increased risk of communication issues in these areas due to radio line-of-sight limitations. One last issue to be aware of concerns rising terrain to the west of the airport. When departing to the west or southwest, pilots need to be aware that they may need to turn north or south after departure. Thorough pre-departure planning will eliminate any unexpected issues. Being aware of the hotspots and other configuration issues at El Paso will help pilots make better decisions and, along with the Air Traffic Control Tower, keep the operation safe and efficient. We hope this short video helps you prepare for your trip to the El Paso International Airport. It's always better to know before you go.